What's going on, everybody? It is Coach Greg Adams back in here with another YouTube live stream. Shout out to the Coach Gang, and that's you for being in here, being involved, and being active on this YouTube channel. And welcome back to the Wake Up Show, part of the Free Agent Lifestyle. Here on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel, you in here with the Bruce Wayne of this ish, the King of Kings, the King of Content, and the Speaker of Truth, yours truly, the Notorious One, aka Mr. Coachellini, better known as the Prognosticator, Coach Stradamus. And you're in Prague in the Czech Republic with none other than EWF. That is every woman's fantasy and the whole fucking show. I'm the CEO Niggero of Fixes Binds LLC. Prague edition, the unbinder, the undebatable, the undisputed best edutainment here on YouTube. You can call me Senor Gregorio Graybeard. The ladies love to call me Mr. Third Leg Greg. Also the man with one trabajo. That is the Prague Mitch Slapper. I am the anointed one, the founding father of the After Pill, the junior college sociologist, the Morpheus of the Media Matrix, the chocolated Confucius. I'm the Black Moses. I'm the deliverer, also known as the man that walks in the spirit of Elijah. I be the man with more nicknames than anyone in the game. But if you forget if you forget those names, just call me CGA. It is C God Allah, and I'll be the 14-time demonetized champion of YouTube. Hey, it looks like my internet is not interneting. All right, apologies for that. My internet don't want to internet. Yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad. All right, the Wi-Fi is not good here, obviously, in Prague in the Czech Republic. Unfortunately, we might not have a show today. Struggle streaming, Willie Beeman. All right. Oh, no, it's not going to work. Oh, you know what? We might have to do this later. All right. Because there is no way we can do this stream like this. Oh, no, it's really bad. All right. Oh, the humanity. All right. So we might have to do no picture. Look, this is how we might have. All right, hold on for a second. This is how they do it. Let's see here. Oh, Struggle Stream. Shout out to the Struggle Stream game in the building. All right, F a picture. No, we're not going to do it this way the entire time. But then look. We'll figure out something to do. Look at this. We got to do the Struggle Stream edition. All right, this is how the Struggle Streamers do they stream right here. All right, yeah, it's been a long time. I don't even have an icon. All right, where's my damn icon on my picture? I need something on my pic. Hold on for a second. Let me add a picture here. All right, edit avatar. All right, I ain't even got no avatar. Oh, we got to do an avatar at least. Hold on for a second. Let me find it. Let me find a picture to put up there. All right, let's see here. We'll put a picture up here. Let's see what we doing. Done. Is the audio bad too? All right, hold on. Look at that. The Bruce Wayne in his ish. All right, shout out to Miami, man, right there. Look at that. All right, that's a little bit better. All right, I don't think we'll be able to do the entire stream like this. But hey, man, do me a favor, man. Hold on for a second. We're going to fix something. We're going to fix something right there with the Struggle Stream edition. The audio is good, not the video. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. We'll see what we can do. Okay, all right. Let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna move the situation around. All right, let me see if we can get a better Wi-Fi signal moving to another side of the room. How do I switch back from my picture? All right, I don't even know how to do that. Okay, I start the camera. All right, let me see if this does a little bit better. It's actually not the best picture. All right, let's see here. Let me move it around. If this doesn't work, then we'll just go back to struggle streaming. Oh, it's over already. All right, let's see. All right, might be no, it's still shitty. All right, look, man, look, I tried. Let's say I tried. Let's say I tried. I tried to do a stream today, but the Wi-Fi is not correcting. All right, do me a favor, man. I might come back a little bit later to do the stream. It's better than nothing, but I'd rather have it. I'd rather have it a lot better than this. All right, let me see what the Wi-Fi situation looking like. Just off the rip. Okay, stopping the camera. The audio is good. All right, there we go right there. All right, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Too bad, so sad. We got 400 people watching me struggle stream. Would you like to see me struggle stream? How about this? Okay, let me see here. We'll put up a poll. All right, how about we put up a poll right here? All right, should we go audio only? Should we go audio only? All right, should we go audio only? Shut down the stream. We might have a small group in here. All right, let me see here. There we go. We'll start the poll right there, and we'll mess around. If you don't mind going audio only, we can do audio only for now, and we'll make it through. We'll do it live. We'll do it a cappella. We won't do it. All right, sure. I'm on the road. All right, and check the former Czechoslovakia. All right, that's where it used to be. But look at this. All right, the International Struggle Stream Awards with CGA. Oh my goodness. All right, and this would be good. I will still do a show. All right, we'll do a show. Right now, people saying yes. All right, 70 all. Some people saying no. Well, a couple of people say shut it down. All right, this isn't good for my brand. All right, this might be the first time. This might be the first time somebody's ever watched me and they're watching my icon speaking. All right, but it's okay. It's all good. Anyway, to contribute to today's show, $, the Notorious CGA on the Cash App, Venmo, Coach Greg Adams TV, PayPal is PayPal.me is /Coach Greg Adams, and that is near the top of the description box on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. And you can still super chat by clicking the link on the top of the live chat on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. All right, that's what we'll do. All right, we'll keep the camera off. And we got the Bruce Wayne of this ish out here. All right, we'll still keep it going right now. We're in the Czech Republic. All right, the former Czechoslovakia, back for the old heads in the 1990s. All right, and we're in Prague. And let me tell you, this is the home of the flatback. All right, they got so many. I've lost count of all the flatbacks out here. And are they flatback Supremes? No, but they got a lot of snow bunnies and plain Janes out here. A lot of young, fresh, and green. All right. And right now, Prague is beating Munich hands down. All right. Prague is beating Munich hands down. I mean, and I've only been here for a few hours. All right. So if you ever figured out, this is on the Free Agent Lifestyle mission. Where to go, Coach? Where should we go? Okay. Prague has got Munich beat by a landslide so far. That's if you like flatbacks and snow bunnies. For sure. All right. But anyway, let's get into the show. Let's see if there's any earlier contributors to today's show of this struggle stream edition of CGA's The Wake Up Show. And what we'll do is we'll probably kick it for about an hour. I can only struggle stream for so long. All right. And not many people will watch it, I'm pretty sure. With the facial expressions and no sound effects too. All right. I'm glad I didn't set up my whole studio because this would have been an L. And I purchased the internet, so I don't even know what's going on there. All right, so anyway, what's today? The 24th? All right, let me see if there's any people that have contributed to today's show for the Struggle Stream Awards. Shout out to our brother, and we call you No Name, says, good morning, Coach, and to the Coach Gang. I'm a black man right now living in the United States. He says, I earn slightly above average income, but I'm still dealing with 5-figure problems. Question for Coach, how can I make myself more universally attractive as a black man in order to attract Latinas, Asians, and Europeans, and even Middle Eastern women, basically like I do? I am repulsed by 90% of black women. He says there's no hope for these hair hat weave wearing hyenas. FYI, I'm in my early 30s. Thank you, Coach. Shout out to you. That's a question to open up the show. I had a fine ass Serbian woman last night, about age just right, 20 years old, age just right, baddest body. Some of you ninjas like buffaloes and water buffaloes. You wouldn't like this one. This is a petite thing, very small, Low numbers on the waist, tight waist snatched, all right, and a nice set of hips and nice but some bosoms there, man. 20-year-old just right Serbian chica. Ooh wee. All right. Wonderful human being. But listen, man, you got to carry yourself a little bit differently as a black man. Oh, by the way, I meant to add 99 pounds. All right, 99 pounds. So with that being said, you do have to move a little bit differently as a brother if you're looking to attract the others, because it's only a certain type that will attract the others. Now we're not talking about mud sharks and strag Asians and strippers and escorts. We're not talking about that. We're talking about that legitimate people from their race that are attracted and open to you, and you got to carry yourself a certain way. You got to move in a certain way. Like for me, not a lot of brothers out here in Prague, not a lot of brothers out here in Munich. So when I say brothers, I'm talking about brothers. So there's not a lot of people that are willing to move out here and move that way. So you got to move into elements where you're going to be able to move and mix in rooftop bars and stuff like that. So that means a certain way you dress, a certain way you speak, a certain way you carry yourself. If you're surrounded by or look like a certain element, it might attract people who are curious, but you're not going to attract people who want to be safe and secure. So you're going to look a certain way, and you're going to attract a certain element. And sometimes I attract that negative element too, because they want me to be a certain way. But I get people who want me to be the brother type, like the knucklehead nuts. Women who are attracted to them don't really necessarily know how to communicate with me. So that's where you have to understand that that's the case. Now, here's another thing about brothers. If you want to attract women of other races, you will have to understand that almost 90% of those women in that other race won't be attracted to you. Right. So that's the other thing. All right. That's the other thing. So like say you want Middle Eastern women or, Asian women or white women. You're not going to be attractive to 90% of them. Okay. Now, the numbers still favor you. You don't have to have all of them, but there's some of them that will never mess with you. So you do have to understand that. So if you do move in another element, it's not like shooting fish in a barrel. Some women won't cross over at all. So they don't have any interest in crossing over. They want their own kind. And we can understand that because most people date their own kind. Now, that doesn't mean you're not going to get any pull, but you just are not going to get all of them. You're not going to get all of them. So that's what you have to understand. And the ones you get are probably going to be on a spectrum. They're going to be on a spectrum. So you can move and shake in a different era. You can walk in there and 90% of the women wouldn't mess with you unless they were drunk or high. All right. And if they're not drunk or high, they ain't going to mess with you. All right. So that's that. Okay. He says, I got the swag. International women love you. Yeah. I mean, if you move in a certain way, women are going to like you. But like I said, even when you show up there's some women that ain't going to mess with you at all. I mean, it's just how women are. They're very selective. So even though that you're moving in a certain way, you're not going to walk in and knock them all down. All right. It's very rare that you're going to do that. And you got to deal with that. That's a reality. All right. So anyway, that's a good question to start off the stream. I thought that was interesting. Let's go back to this one right here. I'm refreshing the screen. And you got to be okay with that. That's okay. All right, let's see here. What are we doing here? The 24th. Okay, it is no government name. He says, I've noticed since listening to you in 2018, I pay a lot of the lyrics. I think you mean I pay attention to the lyrics and a lot of music that you hear, especially love songs around me, realizing how toxic the lyrics are in Western music, selling false delusions and negative messages in a nice tone and a beat. Did you always notice the lyrics? Well, people have always noticed the lyrics. They made the lyrics known. All right. So yeah, lyrics are difficult to listen to sometimes because they force you into a certain belief system, a fantasy, to believe that that's the way love goes. Yeah. But some of the songs that do well are breakup to makeup songs as well. All right. But the Motown, you can blame the Motown sound for that. All right. The Motown sound essentially developed the idea of romantic love in R&B music, and it sold like hotcakes. So they kept doing it. But if you listen to some Motown sounds, they told you the real. All right. There were some RP songs in Motown sound. And particularly heard it through the grapevine. All right. Heard it through a grapevine. He heard that his girl was cheating. So there was a lot of elements in that. It wasn't just all love songs by these artists. And shout out to our brother NGN says CGA was streaming popcorn ceiling Mitch twin bed mattress mode with no icon. You need to come to Asia. The internet is fast. Shout out to you. All right. Yep. Hotels are always hit or miss. All right. So sometimes when the hotels work, it's wonderful for me. I'm like, that's great. But most of the time it may not. Can I explain why normies complain and feel offended when men live their lives with the mindset, what's in it for me, and are unapologetic about it? Is it just entitlement to men's effort and labor and sacrifice? I'm living for me. What's in it for me? Yeah, people don't like that so much. All right. Because I think what they want is for you to be able to take care of someone in the end. All right. Children, another woman, something like that. Something like that. All right. And we got Jay Mack is in the building. Jamie Gee says, what's up, coach? My dispatch asked me if I wanted to take a load to Las Vegas, and I was all for it. Come to find out, it's Las Vegas, New Mexico. He says, talk about pissed. Oh, the humanity. Shout out to you. Oh, man. Yeah, there is a Las Vegas, New Mexico. I've been there, and I have stories about Las Vegas, New Mexico. It is not a good place. All right. It is not a good place at all. And it's nothing like Las Vegas, Nevada. All right. And you got. I wish I had my sound effects. Gotcha, bitch. Here's from Lamit, says here to the Struggle Stream Donation Fund. I hope you can buy some Wi-Fi built more better than you currently. Your current one. LOL. All love, coach. Shout out to the coach gang. Thanks for everybody that's going to sit through this struggle stream. Miami Stuff says, have a great trip. Boss up abroad. Pause. And rebossing up abroad. We got 3 flatbacks lined up for the week in Prague. And I'm going to need some rhino pills. All right, brother. I'm going to need some rhino pills. I'm going to need something. All right, because a brother overbooked, and they chomping at the bit out here to get them a little bit of a firsties here. They're getting the firsties. They're like, hey. They're like, hey, a brother's in town. Let's do it. All right, let's do it. All right, 60% of people said we should go ahead and go with the audio only. That means people are leaving. All right, it's okay. You can leave. We'll come back better, built more better than you. Maybe we'll take the rest of the week off. All right, let me see here. Now we're gonna keep it going. We'll put a little stream together. All right, what's the next section? It is Straggle and Sniggle Theater. All right, let's do it. Let's not mess around. Let's get through these shows. Let's get through these segments. Let's go.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
Straggle and Sniggle Theater. All right, let's see if they'll allow me to play videos. All right, that's what's the next thing right here. That's going to be the next one right here. Okay, what we're going to do here? Straggle and Sniggle Theater. We got videos here, and we got yeah. All right, let's see what we got. Let's pull up the screen. Let's see if we can share it. If we can't share videos, we shutting the stream down. All right, that's going to be the case right there. Okay, let's see. Okay, we got a screen up. Let's see if we can share a video. Play the, as they say, roll the film.
Year.
You can do this. I do
that.
it in the summer,
So
and I put fresh strawberries in here too.
Oh,
what a good idea. Do you make Kool-Aid?
That's
I'm
another.
gonna try this.
Do I do what?
Make Kool-Aid.
No, I don't make Kool-Aid,
Very
but
much
I
in the
made an
summer.
adult beverage
Oh,
for us.
no.
She does. She brought
Yeah.
it for the year.
You can do this.
I love
I do
that.
it in the summer,
Oh.
and I put fresh strawberries in here too.
Oh, what a good idea. Do you make Kool-Aid?
That's
I'm
another.
gonna try this.
Do I do what?
Make Kool-Aid.
Oh no, sir. They said, hey, chill, son. Hey, yo. All right, does he make Kool-Aid? Yeah, who said that? Was that the white man or that? There's 2 white men there. One looking like George Bush daddy. Yo, my man said, and one looks like a mulatto. I can't really tell. My man said, did you make Kool-Aid too? All right. All right, boy, gotcha, bitch. All right, he definitely going to human resources on Monday. She was like, no, I made a very fancy drink. I made a fancy drink, not Kool-Aid. Let's see how she responded.
No, I don't.
And look at the white woman looking like, oh, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. Did you make Kool-Aid with it? Yes.
Make Kool-Aid.
very
But
much
I
in the
made an
summer.
adult beverage for us.
She does. She brought
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, she brought the adult beverage, not the Kool-Aid. Oh my goodness. All right. Hey man. You know, I don't even know what year that is. That definitely looks like some early 2000s, or maybe is that Fox News? It is Fox News with the wasted stuff. Did you make Kool-Aid too? Oh my goodness. All right, you guys get no respect. All right, we got Straggle and Sniggle Theater here. Don't you guys want to get married in the year 2025? Let's show you the video right here. This is a modern day marriage. What did I tell you? Marriage is basically for the modern people. Where's the screen? Oh, there it is. Marriage for modern people essentially is going to be something like partnerships. And we have here, according to the LAD Bible, rock, paper, scissors. The loser takes the winner's surname. Oh my goodness. Let's play this one here.
Rochambeau to see you take Sue's last name. Hunter versus Pierce. Round one.
Oh no.
1-0 Pierce.
Oh no.
1-0 Pierce.
You can't lose now. He's scared. Look, please. This is America. Marriage is different these days. I'm gonna tell you. You got a nice wedding. You know the woman's gonna win more than likely. The final round. They need the best out of 7. Oh my goodness. Oh man, geez, hit the prices wrong. Unbelievable. All right, where is that one? Oh, the humanity. Oh, the humanity. All right, there's a no bueno. All right, there you go, right there. The modern marriage wrapped up. I told you. All right, what's going on with the video here? How we doing with the video? All right, I'm getting a little bit of an update right here. Well, just like that, we have the new modern marriage. By the way, you can choose your own last name if you can get married. If you get married, you have a right to change your last name. You have a right to have the woman take your last name for genealogy purposes. And also, you can combine last names and put a hyphen in it. There's a variety of things you can do. But as you can see, oh my goodness. All right, my goodness. All right, guys, this is the modern world that we're living in. It's an evil world we're living in. So the man is going to take the wife's last name. All right, according to this video. And she looks happy. She looks happy dappy right there. And not only that, all the people yelling and screaming, they're jumping up and down. Yes, women power. You know what I mean? This is feminism 101. This is where we're at. I told you marriage is not going to be the same as it used to be going in the future, right? The elites will still get married. Many people will as well. But when they get married, that partnerships is the best you're going to get. That is the best you're going to get. All right, good luck out here. Okay, is this Straggle and Sniggle Theater? We do have Straggle and Sniggle Theater here. We have a video of a couple of linglings here, a couple of young women saying this is how women flirt. Okay, so we might be able to see the video here. I know it's lagging. This is how girls flirt. We'll take the music down, but here it is right there. You can see the young girls. This is how girls flirt. I mean, oh, that quick look, the quick glance, and the quick not even looking in your direction with the head up. All right, anybody who've ever experienced this as a man, all right, young women or women in general just walking past you like this? Well, I mean, that would be 98% of women that I walked past. I didn't realize they were flirting. Right? I didn't realize they were flirting. But there's some videos going around about how young women flirt and men don't get the choosing signals. Right? So, but of course, if a woman's not looking at me, of course she's flirting with me. I'm going to go ahead and cold approach that. I'm going to cold approach that and tap her on her shoulder and say, listen, I see you not looking at me. It's my opportunity for me to talk to you. You clearly are in love with me. All right, you clearly are in love with me. Oh, I'm just shy. I'm just too shy. All right, so we got the glance. All right, the face in the phone with the glance up. That's shooting her shot, just so you guys know. This is shooting her shot. There's another video of a woman doing this, and I lost the video. It was on Instagram of a woman sitting at a bar just staring a hole into a guy, and she's like, how come he's not coming over? No smile, no invitation, no hand gestures, no playing with her hair. She's just staring at the guy. But yeah, I mean, this would be 98% of women experiences for men. All right, this is how all women look. You barely get that. That's flirting, y'all. According to women, this is flirting. And of course, if you go up to her, you're still going to be a creep 70% of the time. 70% of the time. Choosing signals, guys. This is flirting. It's yeah, right there. Look. All right, the ling flirt. Don't look at you at all. All right, that shouldn't be confusing. That's pretty straightforward. All right, if she glanced at you and you locked eyes with her, it's on like Donkey Kong. You got to approach. You definitely got to approach that. Okay. All right, now that you guys are going to probably get a restraining order. All right, let's move on to the next video. A woman saying the same thing. She's saying similarly, this is how she flirts, and men should be able to catch the choosing signals. Let's see if we can get this on the screen. Oh, my computer's lagging now. All right, let's pop this up on the screen. And here we go.
I hate when I see a man that's so fine and then I pass him and he doesn't say anything. Like when people say, oh, girls don't shoot their shot. Yes, they do. If I look at you like this, like say you walking this way and I'm walking like this, and if I look at you like this, that's me shooting my shot. Come say something.
Yeah.
I hate when I see a man that's so fine and then I pass him and he doesn't say anything. Like when people say, oh, girls don't shoot their shot. Yes, they do. If I look at you like this.
All right, there it is, guys. Just so you guys know, if she looks at you like this, right there we go, right there for men looking for choosing signals. All right, this looks like you're scared. Just to let you guys know, this looks like you're intimidated or you're in fear for your life. Just so you know, it looks like you're trying to step away from me. Okay, so for guys that don't realize, you didn't realize all these years that yeah, they're shooting their shot right there. This means approach right here, just so you can see. Hold on for a second. All right, the Ling did it better too. The other Ling just looked up from her phone. Shot. If I look at you like this, gentlemen.
Like say you walking this way and I'm walking like this, and if I look at you like this.
Right there, all right. Oh, I missed it. All right, I should have paused it a little bit. If I look at you like that, that means shoot your shot.
That's me shooting my shot.
That's you shooting your shot.
Say something.
Say something. All right, and you better say something good too. Do not fumble this bag. All right, do not fumble the bag. These young women are flirting with me all the time. I tell you, man, they be flirting all the time. I'm gonna pick up a whole bunch of numbers here in Flatback Supreme Central, right here in Czech Republic. Okay, so just so you guys know, on your choosing signals, that's them flirting.
I hate when I see a man that's so fine and then I pass him and he doesn't say anything. Like when people say, oh, girls don't shoot their shot. Yes, they do. If I look at you like this.
Wait. Yeah, how?
Like say you walking this way and I'm walking like this, and if I look at you like this.
Right there. Just so you guys know. All right. Who knew this? Press 1 in the chat if you knew this already. Here we go right there. That would be shooting her shot. All right. Side eye. Nice side eye right there. The side eye. Not even turning your head at all. All right. We knew this. All right. And we are the masters of the game universe right there. If a woman gives you the side eye, shoot, she shot her shot. Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and approach. All right. She should not even reject you at this particular point. You should be getting them numbers. All right. If she looks at you like that, that is shooting right there. All right. Somebody said not at work. That's again right here. All right. This right here, somebody said this is the universal sign of help. Yeah. SOS. I'm being sex trafficked. That's what it sounds like to me. Potentially you're with your pimp. And your pimp, you can't get away. All right. So this might be also the universal sign of help me. Help, nigga, help, Nikki. Just so you guys know on that one, just so for the young, this is for the young crowd. Of course, we're here to teach, and the young girls are teaching how they shoot their shot. Okay. And I think we got, is this Straggle Sniggle Theater? Yeah, we still got one Straggle Sniggle Theater. It says right here, remember what I told you about the ages of women, young women, when they do their dirt? It's typically 14 to 28. Many of them, when they turn 13, they get hot in the pants, unfortunately. I know it's a hard conversation to have, but this video is going to talk about it here. What you're seeing on this video, it says a mom was asleep when her 13-year-old daughter tried to sneak and talk to a 16-year-old boy, but mom woke up and reacted immediately. All right, so here we go right here. I caught my 13-year-old daughter trying to bring a boy in the house. When they say boy, this is an emerging adult, almost a 16-year-old. Let's roll the film, as I should say. There it is. There's the 13-year-old daughter. Uh-oh. All right. Uh-oh. Hot in the pants. 16-year-old boy running mat game. This happens. A lot of these girls end up pregnant, unfortunately. All right. They do. And they end up getting the early terminations of pregnancy. But the 16-year-old boy be talking about all the skins he gets. He didn't tell you about the 13-year-old he was having sex with. All right. But anyway. Running game. All right. He running game on a 13-year-old. And there's the mammy. All right. Uh-oh. Who is this?
Randy out there talking to a boy. She talking to a boy.
Okay, so the brother snitched on her. The brother, wait, look at it. Oh my goodness. What in the world? Okay, look, she out here in her bra and panties. Oh my goodness. Damn. This looks like Mark Henry coming through the door. Oh my goodness.
You think you
What is that?
Did I tell you don't play with me?
Is this-
You thought I was in the sleep? And you little dirty bitch. Don't come back over here. You plot. That's why you got the man I seen. He want nothing. He want nothing. You're damn like what he wanted? He wanted a hot cut. That's what he wanted. A hot cut. Your hot ass tail.
Yeah.
I don't have nobody at my door no more.
Oh,
I'm in
no.
the arrested. He thought I was at work. You little regular bitch. I just cussed his man out yesterday.
Oh, he got the.
Now he trying to plot to get in my house. I know that's him. I don't care about those schemes. I know how his body shape. Shake just like his bad body ass daddy.
Oh.
Don't have that boy at my door no more. Now you think I'm something to play with. You bring your ass when he tell you something.
Oh.
I'm not in the mood. You smelling your ass. The only thing selling out of here is mine.
Oh.
You too young. It's the only hot cake gonna be going somewhere and doing something.
Oh.
You got the right one. Focus on your education. Not no boy. Now he ain't loud at my door no more.
This is
I
hard.
catch him at my door. He going to jail. He already too old for you. 16. You ain't number 13.
16.
He going to jail.
Yeah.
Sit your hot ass down somewhere. You smelling yourself.
Smell
You
it.
got the right one. I'm not playing with you. Get your ass over there.
Oh my goodness. Look at that right there. That's the way you do it. I've actually seen another video of this particular YouTube. It looks like a YouTube or Instagram family. I seen another one where the son got into a little bit of trouble and she had to chase off a little knucklehead. So obviously this is going to be in the skit category, but shout out to them. That woman is built like a pro wrestler. Right? That woman is built like a pro wrestler, like a gorilla. All right. Goodness gracious. Deep ass voice. The testosterone is overloading there. All right. That's oh my goodness. All right. Some of you niggas love women built like this, brother. That's a little too big. That's a little too much for me. All right. I'm staying with the flatbacks. Okay. That is a little bit of look at the traps on this woman. Look at the shoulder and the development of right here. Look at how wide the back is and the musculature in the back, the subscapularis. All right, way too much. Way too much. All right, anyway, that is Straggle and Sniggle Theater.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
Straggle and Sniggle Theater. All right, do me a favor, hit the like button. And what we're going to do is we're going to continue this show. We're going to matriculate the ball downfield. Let me pull up some contributors to today's show. There were some Cash App gang people in here. All right, shout out to the Cash App people. It is our brother Gone with John says, I recommend the Glizzy Model 48. All right, shout out to you. All right, the Glizzy is another word there. Paul, I have to say pause. I'll have to say pause on that one, Gone with John. Appreciate you, Gone with John. We do have some people over here on the other contributor apps. It is someone over on the Venmo. It is Hustle Every Day. He says, I caught a stock IPO for $30. Now it's $240. He says, now a ninja looks smart investing in AI stocks. Hustle every day with multiple streams of income. I'ma get me a G-Wagon. Shout out to you with the G-Wagon, and make sure the transmission doesn't go out. All right, because that's another $10,000. But enjoy, get the grinding, man. Get those AI stocks purchased. No, this is not financial advice. MC Hamster says all women shoot their shot like Angel Reese. The big bad wolf ain't blowing that house down. Yes, indeed. We know that women don't typically approach men. So any indicators of wanting to be approached, there's ways to do it. We don't talk about how to do the cold approach method as a means to procure romance and dating, but there is a way to do it. There is a way to do it. And we talk about it on Locals, not just the JUCO Calico. We also tell you about how to do your cold, your warm, and your hot method. Your cold approach, know the difference between the cold approach and a lead, a warm lead, and a hot referral. All right. A glance is just not even a cold approach. Not even a warm lead. A glance is not enough. Caitlin says, I hope you're enjoying your time in Prague. Back here in the States, we have another lawsuit to announce. James Harden is being sued by a woman for negligence, claiming that his nephew raped her. The lawsuit is truly the new divorce, even if you're not the one who committed the alleged act. All right, so James Harden's nephew raped someone. Was he in the vicinity? How was James Harden being sued? How was James Harden being sued? All right, that's crazy. Because was he even in the building at the time? Were they at his house? I'm not sure. All right, it's crazy here. By the way, for those that don't know, we're in Prague, Czech Republic. We're in Prague, home of the flatback. Let me see if I can get a good view here of what I'm seeing here. Let's see what we got. All right. And I'm going to put a video up. I'm going to put the picture up here. Let's see if we can pull the picture up. All right. I'm not in Germany anymore. All right. As you can see, I'm in town central. I'm in a central square. All right. Right there. You see this? All right. There's many shopping malls in this area right here. All right. And there are so many flatbacks walking around. Eastern European built, and a couple of linglings too out here. They are out here, man. All right. If you like big, husky black women, all right. If you like this big, husky black women like that woman I showed you earlier, do not come here. As Kamala said, do not come. All right. Do not come. All right. Just stay where you at. Stay in Indiana. Stay in Milwaukee. Stay in Birmingham, Alabama. But if you like them flatbacks, stay out here, man. Here we go right there. It is crazy, man. But look, I know y'all like the McGilla Gorilla built women. All right, they are not here. There's none here. All right, I'm getting closer and closer to as Eastern Europe, Slovakia, and Slovenia as I possibly can. Stay in the United States if you like husky women, because there's not a lot of husky women out here. Y'all be liking them thick. There's not a lot of thick women out here. There's not thickness. Thickness is non-existent out here. I mean, there's some pogs. I saw a couple of pogs running around, but yeah. Stiliano says Philly in the house. He says CGA, be safe out there. Free agent lifestyle for life. They're not even paying attention, man. I don't think they fucking with me out here. I mean, meaning that they're not gonna mess with me too much. All right. And we might do a Twitch stream if I can figure out how to get good internet access. We might do a Twitch stream for sure. For sure, man. It's crazy. Now, Count Dracula is in Romania. Transylvania is in Romania, not in Czech Republic. All right, we got to get it right. We got to get it right. There's a lot of Asian store owners in here, though. I've noticed that the tourist stores, they got a lot of Asians that are own it or run it. So I thought that was quite interesting. All right, I'm like, boy, these Asian women are coming. These Asian families coming in here, getting that money, getting to the bag. Let me see what we got. All right, one more, and then we'll get a crime and law CGA. All right, enough of this. Crime and law CGA. Let's go ahead and switch the banner. Did I switch it on Straggle and Sniggle? Oh, well. I mean, yeah, this is really a struggle stream. Okay, crime and law CGA. We got 2 crimes to report, and I don't even know if we'll be able to hear the video. All right, somebody's cash apping me. I gotta turn off my notifications. All right, there we go, right there. All right, so we'll try to look at it here. Speaking of husky women, we're gonna give you some. He said they hate. No, they're not hating on EWF. They just everybody minding their own business, but nobody's really like looking at me or staring at me. Everybody's minding their own business. Everybody got somewhere to go. Nobody's looking at me like, who's this nigga? All right, or nobody's like, I want that nigga. All right, nobody's really messing with me like that. All right, and nobody's like, we're gonna rob this nigga. All right, not many people doing that either. All right, crime and law CGA. Speaking of husky women, we're gonna take you to this particular video by Law and Crime Network, and apparently you see right here the She-Hulk bodybuilder deleted in a brutal hammer attack. All right, wow. All right, so this woman, I believe she is from Spain. She's a rising bodybuilder, and her name is Zanilda Amy Hoyo Mendez, and she's a rising bodybuilder. She was found deleted in her own house. Can you guess who did the crime? Let's go ahead and figure it out.
An international bodybuilding champion known as the She-Hulk has been found brutally murdered in Spain, and police believe her husband is to blame. Zunilda Amy Hoyos Mendez, a rising star with thousands of fans and a promising future, was reportedly killed in a horrific act of domestic violence just weeks before a major competition. What unfolded in that quiet coastal home has shaken the global fitness community to its core. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse.
All right, fair use. KT King,
just a tragic and deeply disturbing story that has emerged from Spain and is sending shockwaves through the international bodybuilding community. We're talking about Zunilda Amy Hoyos Mendez. This is a renowned Colombian bodybuilder, affectionately known as the She-Hulk.
Oh.
She was found brutally murdered in what authorities suspect to be a case of domestic violence at the hands of her own husband, bodybuilder and coach, Jared Gelling. Now,
all right, so let's stop it right there. As we can see, it was death by simp. All right, death by simp. And he big too, pause. All right, so man, he had to look at the traps on this woman. All right, you thought the other woman was big like an orangutan. All right, take a look at these traps and all of this muscular. So yeah, this just happened over the weekend. And let's see why he decided to take that muscular girl out. Let's see what happened. It had to be a breakup or a divorce.
Now, while investigators have yet to confirm a definitive motive here, according to the Daily Mail, those close to the couple have revealed that Amy was preparing to file for divorce. That's a decision that may have marked a turning point in this relationship. So there's a lot to get into. We want to take a closer look at this all. And also, by the way, the lasting impact that this is going to have on Amy's loved ones, her fans, the bodybuilding world at large. So according to local Spanish news outlets, SUR and Canarias 7, it was just before 2 p.m. on June 19th when officers from the Spanish National Police forced their way into a rental home in Fuengirola, a coastal town in the province of Malaga in southern Spain.
All right. We get it. What happened was death by simp. All right, go ahead and play the Mario noise. She was going to get a divorce. All right, this is very, very common, unfortunately, man. She was going to get a divorce, and she was going to essentially, let's see how long they were married. All right, because this is going to give me a good indicator of what's going on. He definitely found somebody who he rocks with. All right, he definitely found someone who he rocks with. And it sounds like, she was going to go ahead and level up. All right, she was getting some attention, and he couldn't deal with it. He was going to dim her lights, and he dimmed her lights. All right. He was like, okay, you leave me, ain't no coming back. All right. That's the end. And he looks at it as he made an investment in a woman. He built her up. He coached her. He built her up, and he thought he should be able to reap the benefits long term. And no. All right. Nope. She was ready to go ahead and level up and monkey branch on the dude. And he was like, no, thank you. No, thank you. So he had to take a hammer to her. I mean, that's going to be a big woman to beat. But apparently they're saying that there was already signs of abuse going forward in that relationship. And this was just the last straw. So it was an abusive relationship already. Let's see here. There's one more key thing that we need to report on this.
Or 2 p.m. on June 19th, when officers from the Spanish National Police forced their way into a rental home in Fuengirola, a coastal town in the province of Malaga in southern Spain. And apologies if I mispronounced anything here. But inside, this is when they were met with a gruesome and heartbreaking scene. Amy, as she was known by her friends, was found dead. Her body showing, quote, obvious signs of violence that were consistent with multiple blows from a hammer. This is according to authorities. And nearby, Gelling was discovered lifeless in the bathroom with what appeared to be self-inflicted stab wounds. A blood-stained hammer was recovered at the scene. The couple had
all right, so there it is right there.
Been staying in Spain for about a month while Gelling was recovering from knee surgery. And Amy's family, who spoke with her daily, began to grow alarmed after she abruptly stopped responding to calls and messages. In fact, her niece, Euladis, told SUR, we were so surprised that we hadn't heard from her since Saturday.
All right. So as you can see here, we got death by simp, and we definitely have a situation where guys don't like the idea that the wife is going to file for divorce this late in the game. He put in the work. He put in the time. He probably made the financial investment, and he improved her, as we say, inadvertently improved her marketplace value. He realized that, hey, she filed for the divorce. She didn't love him anymore. He was sleeping with the enemy, and then he had to take her out. All right. And I don't suggest that men go that way. I'm just telling you Don't hate yourself so much that when a woman removes themselves or want to leave you, that it's the end of your world. I know it's somewhat of a slap in the face because, you wanted to reap the benefits in your investment, right? You're not paying for it. You're investing in her. But of course, this is what happens when you invest. You invest in a woman. All right. I don't pay. I invest. All right. This is also what the investment looks like. You invest, you get her to a certain point, and then she says, I'll take it from here. And then it was like, Mario noise. So you got to be careful about this. This is what hurts men the most in some of their divorces. It's the financial repercussions of what you're going to face on the alimony and potential child support. You also have on the other side what you're going to potentially lose in your investment, and possibly if there's any other affairs or something like that. She was monkey branching, or she was seeing a new man. Now these media outlets are going to they're not going to cover that. They're not going to cover that. So they're not going to say she was seeing a new man and she was they're using the abuse. She was abused. And of course, she probably had to endure some sort of abuse because he was coaching her. All right. When a person's coaching a person, they're going to have to deal with you in a certain way. And to get to the level that she's at or exhibiting, yeah, he had to push her probably quite a bit past her comfort zone. That's her. Now, I don't know, man. That is a lot of steroids right there. All right. That is nothing natty. Anybody that calls this person that, we might even call her a natural woman at this point. Okay, but that is not natty by any stretch of the imagination. That is drugs and a lot of hard work on working out. We're talking about 2 and 3 hour workouts or 2 a days. Dedication it would take to get to that, even if you're on some drugs. But we might even have to check the underpants, Captain Underpants, to realize and determine how much meat she got down there, because she's gonna have to have some built like that. Trust me, I've dated bodybuilders before. I traded women that compete in fitness. They got at least a 1 incher down there. They got at least they got an inchworm down there for sure. All right. And not saying anything's wrong with it. It's just a natural side effect to taking a lot of hormones and drugs. But they definitely got an incher. Some of them bigger than some of you Nikis out there. Pause. All right. But yeah, I could go further, but this is a family show. And I don't want to go further, but yeah, you could play with it with your mouth. Oh my goodness. Oh, the humanity. All right. You definitely could. Never mind. All right. Maybe I'll save that for locals. All right. But you can do more than flick it with your tongue. That's for sure. All right. You can do more than flip it with their tongue. All right. But they got a lot right there. And she was built more better than you, ass ninja. All right. She was built more better than you. But yeah, you're going to find a nice little surprise down there. All right. Anyway. All right. Trust me. I know I'm speaking from experience, and I always speak from experience. It's a bad thing. Oh, rest in peace to that bodybuilder, by the way. And he went full Chris Benoit and took himself out. Death by simp. I don't encourage death by simp. All right. Coward move. Coward move. If you're a guy and you're broken up from your girlfriend, all right, or your wife, and you get a divorce, man, just stand through it. Take that L and say, I messed up. Don't go ruining the wife's life and the family's life and your kid's life. Don't go do that. All right. I know you want to catch the bitch and she cheating and monkey branching on you, and you want to offer, man, these ain't the days no more. Just suck it up, buttercup, pause, and go out there and win the world again. Just don't make the same mistake twice or 5 times. All right. We got another crime and law story right here. All right. Crime and law story. We got this guy right here. A woman and her date deleted. All right. Okay. All right. Let's take it to the news here. This looks like Southern California.
Led to a deadly shooting spree over the weekend in the IE. 2 people were shot and killed outside a shopping center, followed by an off-duty deputy taking out the suspected gunman.
And Nowadays News reporter Leticia Juarez is live in Fontana with new details on this story. Leticia.
Kentucky.
Well, I'll tell you this, David and Giovanna, we've learned from police that at the time of that shooting, there was plenty of law enforcement in the area, most of them off duty, enjoying the night with their families. But unfortunately, they were unable to do anything about the shooting that took place just outside the sushi restaurant, telling us that it was a domestic violence situation where a woman in the process of getting a divorce was tracked down by her estranged husband, who then shot her and her date here in this parking lot.
Damn.
We gain all this weight during our pregnancy because we're not taught how to properly eat.
Social media influencer and fitness coach Gloria Zamora inspired busy women to get and stay fit. But behind the strength she exhibited on camera, her personal life was taking a hit. Zamora spoke out about her pending divorce to her thousands of followers just last week on the Horizon podcast.
Instead of you being supportive, you're over here trying to like just bring me down, bring me down, bring me down.
On Saturday night, the 40-year-old alongside 43-year-old Hector Garduno was shot and killed outside a Fontana sushi restaurant.
There was a male and a female that were estranged. They're going through a divorce that led to this.
Investigators say Zamora's estranged husband, Thomas Alberto Tamayo Lizarraga, gunned down the two in the parking lot.
All right. For the brothers that like Latinas, I gotta have me a Latina. All right. Many times they got a crazy ex-husband, a crazy ex-boyfriend. You got to watch out for them, man. You get you a Latina, especially an old broad Latina. All right. But it don't matter if you get you a young Latina trying to change her life and leave the Trece gang behind. Yeah, you can end up like this. You trying to leave the cartel behind. Okay. All right. Them Latinas got crazy boyfriends out there that is spicy red hot. They get spicy red hot and they could off you and cap you. And there it is right there. Yep, it can be a boyfriend. So watch out for this. And as you can see, the divorce is not even in full effect and the new bull is in the ring. All right. Now, this bull in the ring, trust me, guys, they said they were on a date with the hut. Now, we're not excusing any behavior, just so you guys know. We're not excusing negative behavior. We're just teaching at this point. But as you can see, another man was already lined up. And more than likely, that man was lined up well before the divorce was filed. Well before the divorce was filed, unfortunately. All right, we can't, maybe it was a Tinder date after the fact, and maybe her previous relationship didn't work out with the last bull. But there it is right there. All right, this is a negative effect. There's negative effects of dating younger women, but you date an older woman, especially an older Latina, and she just getting a divorce or separated, this could be you. Actually, I reported same area. I think it was the Inland Empire. This happened as early as last year. Of another situation just like this. The ex-husband came and fired up on the new boyfriend and killed the new boyfriend and the wife, estranged wife. Just like that. And all this guy's doing is going on a date, trying to get him some Latina punani, and she got gunned down. And as you see him right here, she's a fitness person. They call her an influencer. Anybody with 2,000 followers is an influencer. And there she is right there. Unfortunately, they both gone because we got a death by simp situation. So be careful when you're dating new people, especially women that are separated. This happens. Separated women, the man is normally looking for something. If I could be frank with you for a second, rest in peace to everybody on Crime and Law CGA. If I could be frank with you, and I've been in this situation because when you're older and divorced, you're typically going to start dating women your age. And typically it's going to be other divorcees or other women breaking up with their husbands or separated. Okay. Unfortunately, because if you're living near that person, what'll happen is the husband will start investigating why the divorce is happening. He might not even be wanting to let go if the wife filed for the divorce. So he might not even be wanting to let go of the marriage. He might be in a situation where he's gathering data, and the gathering data is going to be in the form of trying to figure out who the wife is going to see, because the wife will start disappearing. She'll say she's spending, the weekend at her, her brother's house or her sister's house. She's going to come up with all kinds of reasons to say why she's not staying at home. But what's happening is she's getting them cheeks clapped. Unfortunately, if you come along during the divorce process and the separation process, if there's any way he can connect you to knowing this woman before the divorce was filed, he's going to assume that you were the reason why the divorce was filed, right? You were the new guy. You were the other bull. In this instance, I was dating a woman. I wasn't dating her. I was just folding her ass up. All right. And she was a fitness chick. She was in great shape. She was a mom, right? She was one of the top, MILFs in the gym, and she was married at the time. But then, she started getting divorced, and then we exchanged numbers. And all of a sudden, I didn't realize I was getting one of the best MILFs in the gym, just like that. And yes, it was for free. In fact, she used to pay me. She used to pay for my dinners. She eventually then remarried another guy, and he died. And now she's married, trying to marry another guy for the third time. Anyway, what happened was our kids were in the similar summer camp. They moved in similar circles. So my kids knew her kids. They weren't friends, but they knew of each other, to the point where I remember one time I was signing them up for summer camp, and I saw the kid there, but the kid was with the father, not the mother. But the father was looking at me strange as hell. All right. And I was like, damn, I wonder if he knows. And certainly he did know I was folding up his wife at the time, or his estranged wife, which means in effect, what if he started raging out on me? Right? What if he started raging out on me? What if he finally said you and pointed at me like Hulk Hogan? Okay. So those are situations that you don't know. That when I say sometimes women can put you in a bad situation physically, you know, they can put you in a bad situation by bringing their life into your life, and then lives collide. Okay. I recently had a situation where I found out a young lady was doing some criminal activity. Right. I was like, whoa. All right. I'm talking about federal felonies. And I'm like, no, you got to go. You got to go. Yeah. My man said coach was a Tyrone. Definitely. I was the Tyrone in that situation because I was a fitness trainer. I was in good shape. And also that guy, the dad, knew that I worked at the gym that she worked at. All right. I worked at the gym that she worked at. Now, if he was, you know, want to investigate me and do whatever you want to do, or hire a private investigator, or put somebody on me, or, you know what I mean? Like that, you know, try to sneak rabbit punch me. It could be like that. It could be like that. And this is the deal. A lot of guys don't realize that a lot of women's past issues can come back to haunt you. It can come back to haunt you, man. And dude, they will never get messed up. They will almost, well, in these situations, well, both of these women died as well. So you have that. But they could put crimes on you. They could get you involved in an investigation. They could get you involved in a death by simp, simply because you're horny. Simply because. And by the way, I did not personal train her. Okay. I did not train that woman, but like her friend group knew me as the trainer. Like everybody knew, right? So I wasn't exactly her. She wasn't my client. All right. But she was she trained with another trainer, but I was a trainer in the gym. And I happened to be the guy that I was one of the guys, at least, that got the folder up. And, you know, yeah, she acted like she didn't want a relationship, but she was moving like she wanted a relationship, meaning that she wasn't spending money on me. But when we went out, she would treat me like that. This is a rich suburban wife. This woman's a rich suburban wife. So she had her own money, or she was spending his money. She had a good job too. She had a decent job, but I'm assuming that he was the moneymaker, and he was not in shape. He was not in shape. All right. He was not in shape. So he looking at me like, wow. So anyway, that could be a situation that they put you in inadvertent danger. So in these cases, we'll just say in case number 2 is for certain that was the situation. This poor guy came up. Maybe he was involved in the life before she filed for the divorce. Maybe this is a new date, but he's just minding his own business trying to date. And then the ex-husband comes up and Skitty pops him and he dies. Bro, it's crazy. It is crazy. So you got to watch out for these scenarios. And it doesn't matter the age of the woman. It is, like I say, her past can come back to haunt you. So be careful. All right, that's Crime and Law CGA. Let me go to the next segment. And it is, I think, Rachel Riz. And then we got we got a lot going on here on Struggle Stream Tuesday, live from Prague, Czech Republic. Rate your Riz. Let me see how many Riz videos we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 7. Maybe we won't get to all of these because of the way the videos are playing. So we're gonna rate your Riz. All right, we're going to Thailand. All right, we're going to Thailand. What kind of there to Asian Thailand and see what we got going on. Rate your Riz. Take it away.
Hello, are you lady or lady boy? You lady boy. Oh man, I never been with lady boy before. I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
I only be a girl. I never be a lady boy. All right, let me take your number then. Let me scan.
WhatsApp.
Yeah, WhatsApp scan. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. Don't scan it, guys.
I message you, yeah? Hello, are you lady or lady boy?
Oh my goodness. All right. So you got to be careful when you go over there to the Philippines and Thailand. All right. To the Philippines and Thailand and Ladyboy. All right. That is prominent thing going on over there. So it is something that's been in their culture for many, many, many years. And of course, it is a niggy. It's a niggy. So he's like, fuck it. I already done fucked 5 Thailand shit. You know, when you go over there, what the first thing you're going to do, the first 2 days you're going to be there, it's going to be so cheap. You're going to bang like 20 women in 4 days. Raise your hand if you've been there and you know. All right. It's going to be so cheap. You're going to be going from one to the next, to the next, to the next. $40 here, $40 there, 1,500 baht here, 1,500 baht there. It's going to be the cheapest thing. You're going to be folded up women. And then you're going to get tired. And then now all of a sudden he's experimenting. All right. So he like, fuck it. It's always the niggies. All right. The niggies always want to do the shit like that. There it is right there. And definitely a black man's hands. There it is right there. Oh, the humanity. All right. Boy, oh boy. All right. Anyway, this is terrible. Let's move on to the next one. Anyway, I was going to say something crazy. All right. Rate his Riz. We got a Mac edition, mouthpiece edition. Let's see what the guy does on Rate Your Riz right here. His name is Ben Dadon. Ben Dadon.
Don't say nigga. Ice is gonna get your ass. And I'll tell him. Come up off it or else ice. Okay? I got a little $400.
Oh.
I got a little 400, little 400, 500. Little 12, 13 minutes get in and out. We'll be good. You ain't got to worry about ice or nothing like that.
All right. So Ben Dadon said a little 400 on it. He got 400 on it. Oh my goodness. You nigga, oh, at least he know what up. All right. He said a little 13, 14 minutes. You in and out, baby. 400. Okay. Or I'm gonna call ice. All right. If you go ahead and sell me that punani, that little punani that you got down there, that little Latina hot pocket. All right. Go ahead and sell it to me. All right. He with the tricking. He with the tricking. You better get 45 minutes out of it for that price, bro. All right. That price right there. This is a little bit strange here. 400. She doing, and she thinking about it too. She was like going. She ready to go.
Say nigga. Ice is gonna get your ass. And I'll tell him. Come up off it or else ice. Okay? I got a little $400.
All right, 400.
I got a little 400, little 400, 500.
All right, she said 400, 500. I see these. This is the second black guy I've heard use the game that they're gonna call ice on the girls. All right, is this what we're doing to Latinas? All right, is this what we're doing it? Rate is Riz. Are we rizzing up Latinas, telling them that they're gonna turn them over to ice? All right, this is crazy. I guess, you know, there's something for everybody. There's something for everybody. There's game for everybody. Abundant game. Abundant game for everybody. All right. Ice. Tell the girls you're going to call ice on them. All right. Let's catch a carnival cruise. And you know what's going to happen. We got niggies coming up. All right. We got niggies. All right. We got a niggie that catches his wife getting dirty mac. Man catches his wife giving another guy her number at the bar on a carnival cruise. Niggy, 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 niggy.
Oh, what? You vote.
Oh.
Hey, you vote. Hey, I'm asking motherfucker over what bitch you vote always. You vote. You know what the fuck you did?
Oh.
I'll never get out there like that. You know what the fuck you did? You think because I'm on the other side of this thing, you're
Oh.
thirsty as hell. Thirsty as hell.
Thirsty.
Fuck out of here. Over thirsty. Bitch, your whole husband on this bitch with you. The fuck out of here.
Calm down, baby. It ain't working, man.
Wait a minute. I'm confused. All right. So, okay. So I don't think this is the actual husband, right? I think this is probably somebody that knows the husband. I'm just assuming. And she's letting her have it. And I'm not sure if that's the husband or the actual guy that she was giving the number. I really don't know. But what happened is what we always suspect happens is that when a woman starts giving a man attention, all right, on the boat, or you take her on a vacation, this exactly is the thing that can happen. You take her on a vacation, she get hot in the vagina. Normally when she's going on trips, she does this activity, but now you're in her presence and she's still sneaking around. Of course, we got death by simp situation. Okay, we got death by simp. So somebody says stream is choppy, coach. Thank you very much, sir. We kind of figured that out within the first about 3 minutes of the stream. But here you are in 1 hour of the stream, an hour later, saying the stream is choppy. Oh, thank you very much. I just want to thank you very much for giving us the update. Right? Thank you very much. We're struggle streaming. All right, you're about an hour late. I'm not sure. But anyway, here we go right here. This happens quite a bit. You take a woman on vacation, and what'll happen is she'll get hot in the pants. As you can see, she's hot in the pants. And what'll happen is then somebody will call her out. And I don't think it's the actual husband, because he says you have a whole husband on the cruise, as if he's suggesting that he caught her and the husband didn't. Now, the husband will never believe it. All right, the husband's probably confused there if that's the husband standing next to him. And it sounds like the lady that he's with is his actual woman. All right, so shout out to them. I do know that women tend to do this when alcohol and mixes up. A lot of women will say, I would never do that. That means she would never do that sober. All right, but if she is under the influence of dopamine, she's happy, hangry, horny, or drunk or high off drugs, all right, yes, indeed, she will do it. And she will say, well, I didn't realize it. Okay, so she will do it. So if she's happy, euphoric, she's off that dopamine, right? She's off that dope, she's high, drunk, yes, your girl will do it. Yes, you're a girl. Yes, you're a girl. So watch out for that. Maybe they was planning on having an orgy. Who knows? I'm not sure. What other Riz do we have? We got Niggy Riz. We got a Niggy that says meeting trust fund babies in Chicago. All right. This is the whole I'm going to go get a rich woman. So let's take a look at this on the screen. We have a guy, it says POV meeting trust fund baddies in Chicago. Baddie. All right. That's a soggy meister. She's soggy. All right. So let's see what this baddie soggy. Let's see what and by the way, he has a do-rag on at this networking event. I don't know what it is. But why are we going to nice events with dookie rags on? Okay. All right. We'll listen to what we got here. Let's listen. We'll bear with it. The video's going to be choppy, but we'll listen to it.
Yes, gentlemen, we're in Chicago. I found a beautiful trust fund baddie. We're here with Mary, you know. Hello. So she's out here vibed out, enjoying the views. So look, with trust fund baddies, a good place to start. Trump Tower.
Absolutely, Terrace 16. It's gorgeous views, beautiful sunny day. It's a little warm, but it's okay.
Yeah. I love that, guys. So stay tuned for more. We got a lot on the way.
Like and subscribe.
Oh my goodness, and the kikiing. Ninja always gotta show their teeth. All right, he's showing teeth. He don't even know what to say. And our brother, no government name, was talking about this earlier. He doesn't even know what to say. All right. He's like, how do I even talk to this woman? All right. And kiki, and he trying to change his voice up and code switch. All right. He don't even know what to say. He ain't got no Riz for this, because all the Riz he has is for strags and low hanging fruit. All right. And so now he's like, I'm with these people, these who-ish women, these women that, their husbands are C-suite executives and they have law degrees. What do I need to say? Not much. You don't got to say much. All right. If they want to go, they want to go. Don't pressure them. They'll tell you when they want to go. They'll tell you when they want to invite you to the Diddy party. They'll tell you when to drop off some meat. All right. These women are pretty straightforward. All right. If they want you, they want you. I had some older women looking at me at the hotel when I was in Munich. All right. Putting their eyes on me, and they was looking and shaped like this. All right. But last night I was with a 20-year-old Serbian with the tight body. All right. Barely 100 pounds. Right. And a snatch waist. All right. I'm not trying to be up in the hotel with them Sogmeisters. Okay. All right. But it's going to be the opposite. If she wants you, she wants you, and she going to watch you, man. Listen, one thing I'm going to tell you about these older Sogmeisters and these old women that are frustrated in bed with their husbands, and their husbands work so much. they're going to vet you before they invite you in. Okay, so they still want you to do some sort of common approach, but they ain't going to just go ahead and lay down with you on date one. They want to vet you. Why? Because they got a lot to lose. They got a lot to lose. They're not going to go ahead and risk their family name for you to come out and expose them. They got a lot to lose. So they're going to vet you. They're going to keep you around. They're going to invite you to things and see what's going on. You know, unless they're out of town, they ain't just going to jump in bed. They ain't going to just jump in bed. It's very rare. Okay, but the Saltmeister then got these women, and it's going to be a hell of a scene when she come out of that dress. All right, she come out of that dress, it's going to look like pure adulterated hell. All right, but you'll like it. It'll be nice and nasty, and she going to put that nasty shit on. But she can't just invite you into the swingers party without having you vetted out. All right, where's your family from and who this? And they're going to get all the personal information around you, your social media. They're going to see if you a loudmouth, all that. Because they can ill afford to have herself on camera with her, you know, who-ish family out here in the trust fund. Nah, they ain't got no time for that. Rate is Riz. All right, rate is Riz. Niggas be looking for rich people. All right, you don't even have like, you know, these young women. I'm gonna give me a rich guy. There's rich guys that want me. They want to F you, right? But you don't have it. You don't have the ability to be, you know, put into a spot where you're gonna be just get a rich guy. All right, you'll get a rich guy and he'll put you in a damn Diddy party. He'll put you in a freak off, all right, and have you fuck all his friends. All right, that's definitely what he'll do. All right, but yeah, all right, he ain't gonna just have you out here and just marrying you. All right, and same thing about you black men out there. You ain't just gonna be all up in the rich people stuff. Now they'll let you come into the swingers party and let you bang all their friends on, or at least, you know, she'll trick on you, but she ain't gonna have you outside. Right, she ain't gonna have you outside. All right, Rachel Riz, and we got how many more Rizes here? All right, we got 3 more Rizes. All right, this is getting crazy, man. I'm trying to kill this struggle stream. All right, this struggle stream is just going on and on. All right, let me see here. Rachel Riz, Brother Dim Day edition. Brother Dim Day. Brother Dim Day. All right, here we go.
Hey, what's up, Kelly? Yo, miss. Yo. We say, miss. What you saying? Where you from? Comment tu t'appelles? Huh? Are you from the US? Where you from? London, yeah? What you saying though, man? What's your name? Sarah. You say, Sarah, why you don't want to shake my hand? Oh, go on, miss.
Hi, how you doing?
You're right, yeah? What you lot saying? Where you lot going? Faites la musique. Oh, wait, you might as well come with us. What's your number?
No.
Oh, come on, give me a number, man.
No, all right. And you guys, y'all like your outfits.
All right. Okay. So you guys seen it was a little bit choppy. All right. Brother Dim Day, bruv. All right, bruv. All right, Brother Dim Day. All right, came up and he must have seen some black women and he liked them. Ooh, when he likes it. All right. So brother came up there and showing all them teeth. That was a terrible. All right. That was a terrible approach. All right. Absolutely. And no, he didn't show the girls. We could see them off on the distance when he approached them. And he was definitely excited. As you can see here, let me see if we can pull the excitement up. Pull the excitement up. Yep, there he is right there. And he saw some low-hanging fruit. He finally saw something that he can approach. All right, she'll go for it. All right, but yeah, he started coming up here. Yep, rolling up. Hey, there's some black women here. All right, and they look like strags, but they're trying to look, you know, they're trying to look all uppity. Women trying to look uppity. So let me see if I can go ahead and see if we can see the women from a distance here, just so you can see. But he didn't show the women at all. He showed his goofy ass self. All right, so let me see here. Let's show you. There's the women right there, strags. All right, where are they at? Is that France or is that the United Kingdom? He's definitely from the United Kingdom. These are the only blackest people we can see. And he already screaming down the street at some big booty black chicks. All right, strags. All right, but these women trying to be, hey, we ain't trying to deal with no nookers. We ain't trying to deal with no nookers here. And he's like, hey, this is going to be an easy one. You're black, I'm black. All right, it was France. It was in Paris. Niggies in Paris. Niggies in Paris. So he all loud UK, hey, come on down here, right, with this Riz. And them women was like, look at your outfits. You loud, you aggressive, you smiling. All right, yep, they was out. They were like, nope. Damn, you got rejected by the only nigga. Oh, I can actually, yeah, you got rejected by the only niggy chicks out here. All right, he thought that was an easy slam dunk. Oh, we're almost done with this struggle stream. This is terrible. All right, what do we got here? Okay, we got Rachel Riz, the mall edition. All right, the mall edition.
Hey, excuse me? Oh, shit. Oh, nah, this is not good.
Oh.
Hey, excuse me?
Okay, he said.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so we have an approach and an abandoned approach. This is not good. Okay, what happened here? Is she the man? Is this a man? This is just a man-faced woman. All right, I don't think it's a man. Let me see here. I don't think it's a man. All right, I think they're having a Ku Klux Klan parade out there. Oh, okay. Oh man, it's a whole bunch of white folks running with their shirts off, and the girl. Oh my goodness, hold up, y'all gotta see this. All right, it's a whole bunch of white people running and bitches out here. They got their bun shorts on. You can see them right here. You see that right there. The women got almost no clothes on. Welcome to the Czech Republic, right there. They got the white uncooked Cinnabons out there. I'm not sure who a group that is. All right, but that was going on as the struggle stream continues. All right, but apparently maybe this guy assumed that this was a woman or a man. That's what it is right there. And he said, oh, no. All right, he got up out of there. All right, rate his Riz. By the way, it was a Pookie. It was a Pookie. Let's go ahead and just show you real quick. Why do you, listen, brothers, why do y'all dress like this and think y'all can approach women? So what we got here is, I don't know, this woman is, I guess, she's not bad. I don't think it's a man. We have another woman here she's working. Here he is in his Riz glasses, and he bumps in. Why do y'all think y'all gonna look like this and pull women? Like, brothers, I'm trying to help y'all brothers out. Why do you think you look like this and you about to pull some beaches? Put this, see, when ARC, when Alan Roger Curry said mode 1 is a broke man's game, I've been saying for years, game is for broke niggas. Okay, I've been saying that for years, and I've been trying to develop a sense of common sense between men to understand that if you're a career guy and you have your life put together and you have things to lose and you have money, you shouldn't be running game at all. All right, at all. Like, that is not even necessary unless you're an older guy with a yacht and you want to get some young slimmies on the yacht. All right, and you want to sell them a dream. All right, there's no way you need to run game. It is beneath you. It's beneath you. I've been telling you, there's a bar and you're way above it. There's no reason you need to cold approach anybody at all. Like, you don't need, I mean, you can introduce yourself to someone on a warm lead or a hot referral, but cold approaching game aren't for you. They're for young broke niggas. All right, I've been saying this for years. All right, and even dating coaches are now trying to come up and clean it up. Okay, but you know what I mean? Like, and if you're a guy that wants to be wealthy, last thing you need to be doing is cold approaching. Last thing, it's for young guys who don't have anything. All right, and so my question is, you look like this. Why are you cold approaching, nigga? Like, you look like you just got done playing flag football. It's like, I get a cold approach, but why not put your best foot forward? Why not look like you tried? All right, why look like you didn't give an effort even presenting yourself, and you out here rizzing? Like, this is beyond belief. Like, bro, look at my shorts, bro. Look at your sneaks. Look at this tighty whitey ass shirt. Look at this. Look at dookie rag on top of your head. Like, how? You just look like you came from the gym and didn't shower. Okay, you got to put a little bit of effort into it if you think you're just going to approach women. But of course, dudes don't want to put effort in, and then they wonder, yeah, you just look like you rolled out of bed, didn't even brush your teeth. Hey, baby, how are you? All right, I don't understand why dudes are approaching women like this at all. All right, and we seen the other dude. Where's the showing teeth ass nigga? Let me see where he is. Let me see if we can pull him up. All right, let's see where we at. Yeah. Okay. This guy right here. The UK bruv. Come on, bruv. Come on, bruv. Look at this trash ass cut off t-shirt. Scratchy beard, baseball cap. It's like, come on, man. Yeah, these are the dudes like I get it for free. Like eventually you're going to get somebody for free. All right, run around there. But come on, man. Come on, brothers. This is no effort. You're making no effort at all to be out here running around rizzing. And you wonder why 3 out of 100 is a good percentage. Oh, my goodness. Unbelievable. All right, I think I got a couple more. And stop with the dookie rags outside. I get it. You know what I mean? You're trying to get some waves and take care of your hair. But, geez. All right, we got Straggle Single Theater. We have Pogriz. All right, Pogriz. So let's go ahead and pop it up on the screen. Pogrizzy Riz. Here we go.
You like my outfit, bro? Rated 1 out of 10.
I love your outfit.
For real? Ain't that your boyfriend or no? That's your boyfriend?
Yeah, that's not. You did not go high enough on that scale. So you mean 1 out of 500?
500?
Not about 500, not
You said where I'm going. Let me call you right back. You said where I'm going? I'm just chilling right now. I don't know, like, I'm on vacation. I mean, I got an Airbnb and shit. This ain't your boyfriend? I'm just here. I'm just here.
People 2 minutes ago. You look great. Okay.
You ready?
All right, so we got one. All right, so the interesting thing was she was ready to go. We definitely have we had a Poggy. He was cold approaching many women, but he had one that wanted to go, and she was pressuring. She was like, "Let's go." This is where you will tell me that game works, all right? But what I'm going to tell you is he found the slut. That's all he did. He found the slut, and even when the slut presented herself, he was still trying to look past the slut. So he ended up going, not skinny white girl. I don't think so. No, I'll pass. All right. But she still was putting it on him. That's a situation where dudes would say he ran game and it worked, or he was cold approaching and it worked. But I always say, no, he found the slut. And eventually you will. All right. You put yourself out there for long enough. He found the slut and she was ready to go. Now, I wouldn't have went raw in her. I definitely wouldn't have went raw. All right. So if he went raw, he definitely probably came back with a little bit of itchy scratchy. All right, so be careful on that one. He just found the slut. That's all. I mean, listen, and then you will tell me that it worked. And I'm like, not really. It just looks like she was ready to go. She was percolating. She was like raring to go. So let's take a look. We'll pause it. All right, we'll pause it. This is who he was going after of course, with the boyfriend, Dirty Mac material. All right, we got Dirty Mac material right here. He's going with the boyfriend. She got the Poggy. All right. And I'll have to stop the share just so I can show you right here. All right. And then we had the skinny white bitch that wanted to go. All right. So we got this woman out here. Poggy was ready. Poggy was not too interested. All right. Poggy was not too interested right there. All right. And she don't even got an upper lip. So you already know what time it is. But the one that was trying to rear in to go was saying, hey, look, you got a place to go. All right. Take me now. When I was just in Turks and Caicos, I saw a chick doing this as well. All right. It wasn't to me because I was with a girl. All right. So she wasn't doing this to me, but she was doing this to a guy. All right. And she was like, let's go. Let's go. Take me now. And then the guy was like, you look like you're a minor. And she was like, pulled out her ID. I'm 18. And so that happens from time to time. And the dude definitely went back and smashed that. So she's ready to go now. She's like, let's go. I want it. I know what I'm doing. I'm out here by myself. You're out here by yourself. Let's just go handle that. And oh, by the way, these are your future wives, gentlemen. All right, these are your future wives. We'll talk about that on Locals coming up. These are your future wives. This is kind of what women do when they get drunk. They get some Molly, they get high, especially white women. They get white girl wasted, and all of a sudden, they ready to go. And he said, "You ready?" And then all of a sudden, glut, glut, glut. Yep, this isn't the first time she did it. All right, she knows what she's doing. She went to the right scene. She picked out what she wanted. She saw who was ready to go, and she said, "Take me now." All right, this is not your cold approach didn't work. Just to let you guys know, right there. That means she was going. She was going with somebody, and you just happened to be the one. All right, so you got picked. All right, and I think that's Straggle and Sniggle Theater. Yes, okay. This struggle stream, I tell you what. That's right. No. That's Rachel Riz. Let's check up on any support. Thank you for supporting and watching the show. This is not indicative of the quality, the quality of content that I produce. But I'm going to stick with it. We got 1,400 people. 1,000 people said no bueno today, Coach. We're not going to listen to you. I'm not going to listen to you, niggy. All right, I get it. Shout out to our brother here. It is Kalen, and we got 2 people on the PayPal. So let's shout out Kalen again, doubling up. He says, since that woman won the right to have the husband take her surname, does that mean that she pays all the bills? I think not. No. Well, maybe they're going 50-50. Or maybe they're going 50-50. Maybe he's working his way through school. Probably not, though. Yeah, you're right about that. We have a couple of other guys that have contributed to the show. Thank you for contributing to the struggle stream of the year. Maybe we'll take the next 2 days off. No government name says, but you can call me the Caribbean European Julio. He says, Coach, I was sniggling so hard last week when you were talking about gym girls. It hit close to home because I recently met this bodybuilder chick, and she's by far the weirdest chick that I've ever met. Shout out to our brother, the Caribbean European Julio. And this is the case for sure. I've worked in gyms for well over 10 years, and I've also worked with athletes and different kind of athletes and trained athletes. Gym people are weird for sure. All right. Especially women that are really competitive and working out. I attribute it to people who play individual sports like tennis, track and field, these type of sports, because you're not a team player. You're really in your head and you're really trying to motivate yourself and find out what motivates you, what inspires you. And think about Lolo Jones, how weird of a person is. Think about how Serena Williams and Venus Williams, how different their personalities are. This is indicative of people who do individual sports. People who play team sports are going to be more team oriented and more, cultivated towards, trying to understand how to work together. Individual people are out of their mind. So individual sport athletes like gym girls, they're cuckoo. They're cuckoo. They're weird. They may even look good, or they may even dress up well, or they put hair and makeup on and they look great. All right. But there's something missing. There's something missing in their ability to relate, because there's so much in their head, right? They're introverted most of the time, but they look good. You know what I mean? But they're going to do some weird shit, and you got to be ready for it. You got to be ready for it. But yeah, it's mostly because everything happens within themselves in their little head. Okay. We got Chris Mack says, check yesterday's Cash App. All right. Okay. From you. He says, older women tell younger women to be promiscuous. Promiscuous. I think I read that because I remember saying promiscuous. I can never say it. But older women tell younger women to be, oh man, I could have stories about this. I don't know if you guys want to see it on the struggle stream. But yeah, women in their 20s, dude, I had a JUCO recently, 20, and she said her mother knows what's going on. All right. And she works for a family business. She works for her father. So people always say, broken home stuff and daddy issue, and it's not the case. All right. She got a mother, she got a dad, and she had the JUCO, and namely because she feels like she can't date younger men. She can't date younger men. So they're experimenting. They're experimenting with what's going on. So older women tell these women today, enjoy your 20s, live it out. Don't get married like me. I had you at 21 and we struggled. I wish I would have been outside. And it's not coming from men. I mean, some of it is coming from men, but I think men get the blame for how women are being promiscuous, right? But they're only being promiscuous with a few men, not a lot of men. A few men, 20%, 30% of men are benefiting from this. So yeah, it is the women pushing them in that situation. All right, for sure. And they're like, and you're trying to change it, and you're trying to get Andrew Tate to change this for you. Can't change it, man. This is not coming from the men. It's not, but some men do exploit this. So you got to watch out for that. Shout out to our brother here. It is on the Venmo. It is Suave Genius says, love the digital gentleman profile. He says, been asking around for 4 years. What if Black American culture? What is it? He says, I finally realized it's struggle, the celebration of victimization, which is the Black American culture. And the way you beat that, the way you beat Black American culture is travel and realize that Black American culture only exists there. It doesn't exist anywhere else. And then what you will find is when you go somewhere else, they got niggy culture. It's just not niggies, right? It's people who are shiftless and lazy, but they are a different race. They're a different background where you are. So you go to Europe, you're going to see niggies, but they're not Black. All right. You're going to see African niggies and Middle Eastern niggies. You're going to see people that have struggle mentality. They have the same concept. They sit around, stand around, talking and gossiping, looking ashy and dirty and disheveled. And blaming the system and, not contributing to it positively. 100%. You definitely got to travel. You got to get out. You got to get out of there to realize that there's a bigger world than just the Black American culture in America. This is for the Black people. White people, all right, white people already know. All right, just stay away from these niggas. 100%. Stay away from these niggas. Most Black Americans are hardworking folks. Most Black people are normal, hardworking folks. Yeah, you call them the silent majority, but they're also produce these people, right? They produce people like this. So yeah, most hardworking Blacks are hardworking people. Also, they tend to produce kids that maybe they can't support or that slip through the cracks. And those are the people who take over. All right. Those are the people who are the loud people. Those are the people who commit the crimes in these areas. And much of these people are older people. 100%. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to realize, but unfortunately, we get the stereotype. And I did not make Kool-Aid on this stream. I did not make Kool-Aid for this stream. Shout out to the Black American people of America. Shout out to y'all. It's a problem. We have MC Hamster. Shout out to you. We have Cody Draper. Paternity fraud isn't illegal fully yet. Therefore, that if a man would file for divorce and a woman go to jail or prison, no benefits. Okay. If it was a man who filed for divorce and women go to jail or prison, no benefits. There's no benefits. Not sure. All right. John Ellison says Munich is trash, but it's the place to go to get a travel visa in a day. I'll be in Vegas. And he gives me the dates he'll be in Vegas. Will I be back in Vegas? I know I'll be back in Vegas. I think I'll be back in Vegas at that time. So hit me up. Hit me up. I think I'm back in Vegas at that time. I know I might be. I'll be up there for a little while. Larry C says, hey, coach, I think you persevering through these extreme circumstances is very admirable. And I wanted to acquire and acknowledge your grift. He says right here, safe travels, and shout out to you and the coach gang. Larry C says he wanted to admire and acknowledge my grift to get these streams out. I know, what are you guys doing? I'm trying to get you through the workday. Shout out to you. Struggle reading and struggle streaming. Okay, that means we can get to the sub main event, then the main event, and then we can wrap this struggle stream up. Because you know what I got? I got a redhead coming through. Just sampling the world here. Right? Got a redhead coming through. All right, if she does these things, she's a 304. These are two women talking about this. So we're going to start with the first woman right here. And the first woman says, I quit dancing and living the 304 lifestyle because it's draining. Oh, the humanity. What your future wives are doing right here. We'll struggle stream through this. We got a minute and 29 seconds. Says, I quit dancing, aka scripting, and living the 304 lifestyle because it's draining, aka, and that's you.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about why I stopped dancing. So the reason why I stopped dancing is because it took off for me immediately. Like immediately, because I didn't have no responsibilities. Immediately, I was in Paris, in Dubai, going to Italy, like doing all this extravagant stuff. But I really didn't have nobody to kick with because like most people have responsibilities and their life is not get up and go. And most girls is not touching no whole bunch of money for real. Like it's some girls that can't quit their job and just dance. And I just feel like it got to a point of where, like, I wasn't trying to work, period. Like, it was so easy for me to go to the club and make money. It was so easy to have regulars bring me money. It was so easy for me to get a sugar daddy, to the point where I wasn't trying to do nothing but, like, just, like, get dudes to fund me for real. And I don't think it's nothing wrong with getting provided for, but I really just don't want to be the type of chick that's old that can't do nothing but live off a man. I be seeing these old 304s and they be getting pregnant by dudes half their age. They be walking around with Grim Reaper gowns on, got 3 rapper baby daddies, like, just so that they can live off child support. Like, I mean, a lot of people not gonna clock it because they don't know that kind of lifestyle, but that's not P to me. I don't want to be old and can't do nothing but get this rich dude, get that rich dude. Oh, let me, like, not having nothing going on, like, outside of living off dudes. So yeah, that's why I stopped doing it. But
all right. Okay. Thank you very much. Take it from here. All right. Back to you, pal. All right. Back to you, John. All right. But this is what we call the dark side. All right, that a lot of guys don't realize. So this is the dangers of dating women 26, 27, 28 and above, because she is making a pivot. All right, she's looking at you as a long-term out. So she's like, no more. All right, no more dancing, no more 304s. All right, I'm looking for something stable. I got to find something a little bit more stable than this. It's draining. Yeah, sure, I can get that rich dude and this rich dude and some rappers over here and this millionaire, but they'll get used and abused, turned inside out, and then they'll come in and say, and that's you. Okay, so that's what we're learning about this, because they're now acknowledging this. This is once a mystery for guys.
And here's a secret that many guys don't know, especially in today's day and age, is that
there's a secret that many guys don't know, but we also know that I'm teaching you that this is a reality. So your future wives are being told, like the other brother said, by their parents, their mothers, to go out there and live their best life. And women aren't doing that because they can get to quick and easy, fast money. And if they don't end up in prison or end up pregnant or with an STI, they end up turning that into a regular relationship. And this is when they target you. The reason why we're saying this is this could come back to haunt you. This could come back to haunt you because you don't know about this past. And there are a lot of things, a lot of what we call a den of demons that could come out when you try to stabilize this woman, AKA when you try to Captain Save-A-Ho her. All right, you Captain Save-A-Ho her, but you don't realize she got a whole past. And a lot of those people don't move on in their past. A lot of those people stay like that in their past. But when they come to you, they don't mention that past. All right, so that's what she's saying right here. She's saying, yeah, man, I'm looking to put that behind me. But the people, you don't put those people behind you. They're still in your phone. They're still calling you back to these streets. They're still calling you back to the fun times. And you don't really know it. So this is a difficult thing here. Shout out to her for acknowledging this, that she said she's done with the fast life. She's looking to slow down and settle down. And if she misses the window, she's stuck. That's what she's saying as well. If she misses the exit ramp and she gets to 30, 31, and she can't get out of that life, she's stuck in that life. All right, she's stuck in that life. Yeah, man. It's crazy. But them men gonna come out of nowhere. They still gonna be pinging her. All right, it's bad. And if you don't investigate her, brothers, and vet her, you're gonna be shocked when these people come back from her life. This woman says if a woman does or has any of these 3 things, that she is a 304. All right, this is going to probably be sorry. All right, if she does or has these 3 things, she's a 304. This is going to be a struggle to get this message out, but we'll go ahead and hear it.
Or has any of these 3 things, she is a 304. Tune in. Number 1, if she orders seafood boil or eat crab legs, she's a 304. You might ask me, what's wrong with crab legs? What's wrong with seafood boil? See, honestly, it's just a cover-up. These are thoughts that are trying to be bougie by eating crab legs, seafood boils. They're just trying to cover it up. These are sophisticated, bougie thoughts that are just trying to cover it up with seafood. Yep.
All right. We're going to have to stop it right there just so we can break it down right there. So a seafood boil. All right, seafood boil. And if you guys don't know what that is, typically it's a restaurant that sells seafood in a bag. And it's basically you can mix it in a bag and you can put whatever type of seasoning, Cajun seasoning, hot link seasoning, and whatever typically comes with a slice of corn on the cob, some crab legs, some lobster, heavy butter and cream sauce. There could be a sausage link in there and some potatoes, right? So, and they mix it up and it's in a bag, and then you can dump the bag out, or you can pull the crab legs out of the bag. These are seafood boils. They basically boil, the whatever this bag is in this bag, and they bag it up and put the sauce in it. So, anyway, very high in sodium type deal. And much of them, somebody said a roach boil, roach gumbo. Yeah, roach gumbo. It's essentially the shellfish and the worst, the cockroaches of the sea and the river, all in a bag. All right. So she's saying that the 304s typically, I like seafood boils, and they're trying to be bougie. They're trying to be upscale. They're trying not to show that they want hookah and lemon pepper wings, that they're going to go upscale and go seafood boil. They're not going to go all the way to Mastro's and get nice rack of lamb or something like that. He said K. Michelle bitches. Yes. Mud bugs. Yes. Crawfish. These are all the cockroaches of the sea. Catfish too, but catfish is typically not in there. Yeah, these are appetizing things that you can enjoy, but the women that she's saying 304s typically are going to indulge in these things as if it's an upscale thing. All right, but it's not an upscale thing at all. All right, but I don't agree that a woman was a 304 for just wanting a seafood boil. I just think it's cheap food. All right, it's a cheap food. It's a cheap way to be able to get some crab. Typically, you're not going to get king crab because it's market price and you're going to be priced out. All right, anyway, let's go with the next one. Let's go with the next thing she would say would make a woman a 304.
Y'all ain't slick. Number 2, she goes to brunch. And especially if she goes to brunch on a Sunday, she's a hoe. And if she goes to brunch with her friends, she for sure a hoe because her friends are influencing her to do hoe activities. They all just 304s. That means you're gonna have to get away from that. And number,
okay, that was number 2. They go to brunch. All right, I'm not sure about this one. Yes, whole women go to brunch, but a lot of people go to brunch. All right, but a brunch is one of these, I think, a rite of passage for men and women. Typically, women love brunch more than men. I would say brunch activity is 80% women, 20% men, and the 20% of men that are there, probably 15% are either there as a husband or gay or one of the male besties. All right. And 5% brought a fine ass piece of Juco calico. Okay. So, yeah, that's the brunch activity is typically a rite of passage of women who want to break away from the nightclub scene. And this is how they're going to go get drunk off mimosas and be an adult. All right. But yeah, flatbacks love brunch, but flatbacks could be 304s too. I mean, they're 304s in a major way. They just don't show it unless they get white girl wasted or get drunk off mimosas. Right, they start pounding mimosas and then don't eat enough food and then white girl wasted. All right, so yeah, the brunch activity is typically going to be what women do around. They're trying to get out of the nightclub, the party life, the house party, and they'll go get dressed up. It's an excuse to dress up, and it's an excuse to act sophisticated. So this is the 25 and up club. Typically, certainly 32 and up, 30 years old and up brunch for sure. Right. He says, how about letting the whole video play first? Fuck you. All right. That's what I say. Fuck you. All right. If the whole video plays, the stream struggles. But fuck you. All right. And your mama, all the way from the Czech Republic. I'll do whatever the fuck I want to do. All right. That's what I'm going to do. And that's why your ass got sniped. Fuck you, bitch ass nigga. All right. I'll do what the fuck I want to do on my show. All the way from the Czech Republic. And fuck your mama. All right, that's what I'll do. Live from Prague. I'm in Prague with some pogs, but fuck you. All right, is my response to that. I'll do what the fuck I want to do, and you'll watch it, or you'll take your monkey ass on. I wouldn't even know if you were here or not. Super chat me, bitch nigga. Super chat me, bitch nigga. Talking about what I want to do. That man, shut the fuck up. All right, I'll do what the fuck I want to do, meaning I won't even show up on camera. Come on here telling me what the fuck to do on my show. The fuck is wrong with these people? Right? How about I let the whole video play? How about you shut the fuck up? That's what you do. Shut all the way the fuck up and tell your mama to shut up from here. All right, I'll come all the way from the Eastern Europe and tell your mama to shut the fuck up. The hell you telling me? How about I do this? How about you shut all the way the fuck up? How about you leave? I don't care. Crazy. These people crazy. Right? Anyway, how about you watch my show? And how about you not watch my motherfucking show? I don't care. Anyway, get back to what I was saying. Okay? I got to break each point down, telling me what to do. You go find the fucking video and you watch the minute and 30 seconds and then come back after you done. How about you do that? All right. Anyway, brunch, by the way. Typically the 30 and up club. Oh, by the way, the women that go to brunch was 304s. They definitely were skeezing out at 22 and 23 and 24, wilding out at the parties. They definitely was doing that. All right, anyway, let's go to the next one right here. What did she say? Number 3. Number 3 is shut the fuck up. All right, so anyway. Number 3, if you was a 304.
3. If she wears a choker necklace, she is for sure a 304. Y'all know the ones I'm talking about, little black ones that are like right here, really tight on the neck. If she's wearing that, and she's wearing that daily as part of like her drip, like that's her style, that goes a 304. She's on go. You won't even have to take her out on a date. She's the type to ask you like, when are we gonna link up?
All right, are you satisfied, Mitch nigga? All right, so Mitch Niggy, are you satisfied? So choker. All right, so shout out to Donovan Sharp. He identified that a long time ago. Shout out to Donovan Sharp. Yeah, the choker. Essentially, she's saying she's ready to go. All right, for you guys that are, I don't have a coach. All right, she's saying the choker, international choosing signal of the skeezer. And we just saw that earlier where this woman said, yep, I'm going. So you cold approach a woman with the choker. If you so fit the person that she wants to drag home, then she's like this. All right to the bedroom. She'll ask you, what time is it? Let's go. The choker. So yeah, that's going to be activity there. There's no solid reason why a woman would wear a choker other than identifying herself as a 304. Now, just because she does that doesn't mean she's a go for you. Right? She's going to pick the guy she wants. Okay, she's looking to pick. She's on the prowl. So she's outside with a choker. She's looking to get dick down. And yes, even younger women, you know, that are too young for you guys to think that are doing this. When they put that on, they definitely out there looking at his 100%. And somebody said the hoop earrings. These are all, the bigger the hoop, the bigger the hoe. These are definitely all international signals of 304 activity coming your way. Let's get to the main event here so we can get up out of here. It's been what? Yeah, we're going to go on 2 hours here, getting close to it. Your wife will cheat on you if you do this. Shout out to our brother, the Milk Dud Brother Elite Alliance, the Milk Dud Brother Alliance. He says that he doesn't pay. He doesn't pay for box. He looks down on people who pay for box. Now, I don't. All right, I don't look down on this activity because we all pay. And he doesn't like that. One of these days, I'm going to call him out and I'm going to confront him and we're going to do it live. I'm going to bring him on the show and I'm going to say, brother, explain yourself. He says he invests in the box. He don't pay for it outright. He investment. And when the investment doubles and triples and goes tenfold, all right, then what happens is, then it's a benefit back to him. So he pimping the Biox. He got a wife and he pimping her. He getting the money back tenfold. Okay. But here's the problem. When you look at it, right, your investment can go right down the window. All right. So you don't always win in an investment. Sometimes you lose. And when the divorce is on the horizon, you're going to lose all of that investment. Right here. You're going to lose all of that investment and then some. All right. And so now what do you have to do? You have to Daffy Duck. You have to tap dance. You have to tap dance because you know that you have the proverbial gun to your head and she can pull that trigger at any point. And you know this, you know full and well. So that investment is more like you're sweating bullets at a certain point. Okay, you're sweating bullets at a certain point. Now, here's the reality of it. One of the biggest issues that will lead to a divorce is finances. And I always say, if you think your wife loves you, just tell her you quit your job. You didn't get fired, you just quit. And you quit to start selling Hot Wheels on eBay. And then the first 2 weeks, don't even start selling your business up. Don't even start sending out Hot Wheels. Just say you're going to do and send out Hot Wheels and that you just quit your job and you have your 2 weeks pay coming up and that's the last paycheck. And just sit on the couch and do nothing. I guarantee you she's going to plan her exit. So your investment is about to go out the window. They're about to go out the window. It's done. Right there. It's over. So that is one of the things that people have to understand. And men know this. That's why they end up looking for promotions and looking to make more money. Even if they are 50-50, the woman's going to look at you and say, hey, I outgrew you and I'm looking for someone better financially. Hey, that 50% that you were bringing home that Jiffy Lube check and ain't cutting it no more. Okay. Now, when you quit your job, don't actually quit your job. You definitely want to take PTO and take 2 weeks off and just sit on the couch and see how your wife acts. Now, with that being said, that's called pain. That's called pain. That means you're paying. You're paying to maintain that relationship, and it's okay. It's okay. But this one thing right here, if you do this, your chances of getting cheated on goes up precipitously. Is that a word? Skyrockets. And let's go ahead and put this up on the screen. It says right here, men who lose their jobs and experience financial instability are 33% more likely to be cheated on once the instability shifts the relationship dynamic, according to a study. And it says new research. This is not new. This is definitely old, but of course we'll go with it. New research shows that men without jobs are 33% more likely to be cheated on, highlighting the complex role financial stability plays in modern relationships. By the way, not modern relationships, guys, any relationship. This is always how it's been going. This is always how it's been. So I don't even know why people were shocked at this. But as I say, all relationships are transactional. And it says 33% more likely to be cheated on. All right, how much more likely to get divorced? Okay. I definitely have the experience on that one because there was financial instability. There was unsureness. And when that comes up, people get scared, particularly women. They will start looking for your replacement. All right. Doesn't mean they will find one, but they'll start looking for it. All right. But this is no new research. The study found that unemployment can trigger shifts in power dynamics, attention, and long-term compatibility between partners. Just the loss of job, just unemployed. It just shifts the power dynamics. For instance, let's say she was submissive and you were dom and you're the dominant and she was making sandwiches for you and washing dishes. Well, you lose your job and you can't find another one for 6 weeks, 6 months. That power dynamic is going to shift. She can no longer see herself in the submission role, or she can no longer see herself in an equal partnership because you're not pulling your weight. Typically, if women go through this, I don't think the relationship will end with a divorce. It could be that he cheats on her, though. All right. And women that pay for their men, certainly when you lose that job, you're going to get bounced too. This says economic stress can lead to emotional distancing, arguments, and weakened trust. In many cases, women may begin to reassess the viability of the relationship, particularly if they feel burdened or unsupported. The study noted this effect was even more pronounced in marriages where the woman was the sole earner. Okay. The sole earner. So the woman's well, that would make sense for sure. I mean, if the woman's the sole earner, she's definitely going to cheat on you. But then when she's the sole earner and, I guess she's the sole earner, then yeah, you're the stay-at-home dad. Yeah, she going to cheat. She going to get fucked. It's going to be hard for you to be able to blow her back out. She's going to look for somebody to blow her back out there. But economic stress, again, all men pay. The economic stress is what keeps the economic stability is what keeps the relationship going. Right? Not the investment, it's the economic position that you're in. And that's going to be one of the key indicators of affairs, marriage health, marriage divorce, and so forth and so on. That's going to lead to less arguments or more. There's instability economically. You're going to argue, and you're not even going to argue over money. Now, it's going to be about money, but you're not even going to argue about money. And yes, your wife is going to stop sleeping with you. Sorry. So you earn 6 figures a year and that goes away. Your wife is going to stop sleeping with you. There's a 90% chance that that's going to happen. And when she does sleep with you, it's going to be boring. So where's this idea that men don't pay, even in marriages? I invest. This is false. All right. This is false. The investment is going to be seen. How far can you get through the marriage? So you're paying to keep that relationship going. All right. I mean, this is not even an argument at this point. While the issue is layered, of course it is. It's not just always about the finances alone. Experts agree that financial strain often exacerbates pre-existing problems. Addressing money and mental health openly remains essential in navigating relationship tension during tough economic times, which we have today. But let me go ahead and attack that first sentence. It says, well, the issues are layered. You have other problems. When the money gets on top of it, then the pre-existing problems start coming up. All right. So whatever problems that you were looking over, okay, I can look over it because we're financially stable. When that instability shows up, now those problems are number one. Problem number one. Oh, you don't trust me. You don't take out the garbage. All right. Like all of these issues start to become prominent. The things you were willing to overlook, you can't overlook. So you had some pre-existing conditions, but the money kept you there, AKA you paid. You paid to overlook those problems. All right, as long as the money was flowing, we can overlook the problems. Joe Smith comes to mind. Joe Smith, he was a basketball player for the NBA. And all of a sudden he got in a financial situation. And guess what? The wife starts going back to LonelyFans. Okay. And then she starts saying, well, he didn't do this and he didn't do that. That's an example that we've showed you of this type of financial instability. How can it lead to other problems? And also that he was having kids by other women. Now it's a problem. But it wasn't a problem as long as he was keeping the money going. That's just an example. She was willing to overlook the fact that he was having children with other women, pause. He was having children with other women. She was willing to look at it. She was overlooking it. Now that he was not bringing home money, now that's a problem. So you'll hear this with relationships where the woman will say, and he didn't do this and he didn't do that. He didn't do that. Trace it all the way back. It's probably because the money got funny. The money got funny and she started tap dancing. And now the issues that you thought you worked through. We worked through these issues. We never argue. All right, let the money go wrong. You're going to argue about all those issues. So not a surprise on that one. Economic instability is going to possibly lead to cheating from the woman. And of course, then divorce is going to be likely. Now, the only issue that they haven't talked about here is in this conversation is that for the men, if you start off the relationship in struggle, right? You started off in struggle and then you think the relationship is going to go through struggle and you don't improve yourself to keep the relationship going or maintain it, she's going to cheat on you. All right. So some guys are like, well, maybe we'll just struggle love our way through it. Nah, she's going to cheat on you. She's going to replace you too. I don't care if she got more money than you or no money and you got little money. Why do you think getting into a relationship is going to help you grow yourself out of that? All right. We'll just struggle. All right. You're going to geek out on that one. So I just would encourage men to have a different approach on how to expect women, modern women, to react around men that are struggling. I know you're going to say, but I see dudes that are struggling out here with girls, right? You see them, you don't see them maintaining the girl. You might see them with the girl for a period of time. You don't see them maintaining the girl. Okay. You don't see them staying with that particular girl. You don't see that guy not going through any strife, arguing with her all up at the middle of the night, domestic violence, police calls. All right. Child support. There's always a lot of issues that men deal with. It's not just holding on to the women. It's definitely much more than that. Okay, we made it through the show. Thank you for making it to today's show. Let's see if we got some people that we need to acknowledge on the way out. Thanks for the people contributing to this struggle stream. And maybe we'll take Wednesday and Thursday off, and I'll stream again when we get to Vienna. All right, when I get to Vienna. And we're going to where the flatbacks are. All right, that's where we go, where the flatbacks be. Let's see here. We got everybody acknowledged over on Venmo. We have everybody acknowledged on the Cash App. Thank you very much. We also have, do we have anybody acknowledged on the PayPal? Larry C., did you mean gift or grift? He could have. Cody Draper, I meant to say if paternity fraud was illegal fully in the United States, men would file for divorce and women would go to jail and or prison and receive no benefits if paternity fraud was illegal. Well, as France or Spain said, we'll never, or I think it was France, we'll never make paternity fraud DNA tests. We'll never make them mandatory because we would break up happy families. Isn't that sad? Right? Literally, the reason why they will not do mandatory DNA testing, or they would open up DNA testing to see if there was any paternity fraud and make it illegal for women to do it, is because they would break up too many happy families. Sad reality, nonetheless. But do me a favor, hit the like button on this struggle stream. Let me see if I have any more PayPals. Maybe there's one or two. Hit the like button on the way out. I'm going to enjoy the next few days. And maybe I might Twitch stream in this place. All right. Maybe I might Twitch stream. But we do have 1, 2, 3, 4 people that I need to acknowledge on the way out. How about we do that? And get ready for it. Yeah. Okay. So that was okay. That was one. That means we have 3 left. And please do not donate anymore, because this is just so hard to even just refresh the screen, right? It's very difficult. So shout out to our brother Martin Muhammad says, Coach, overcoming all the odds, here's to struggle streaming. All right. You can't just give up easily. Can't give up that easy. And never take the first no, unless it's a woman telling you no. Okay. Oh, okay. Damn, I've skipped some. So there's some over here. Shout out to our brother. It is Mr. Travolta. He says, your chaos JUCO stream on locals had me sniggling. I had a JUCO who told me she went to actual prison because she used to stash her dealers' boyfriends' drugs in a safe in her house, and the cops busted her door down one night and arrested her. She also used to sell his drugs for him. It says right here, another JUCO was awaiting trial because her and her boyfriend used to snatch people's phones when they used to ride on motorcycles, his motorcycles, basically street robbery. The police stopped them by crashing into their bike during a high-speed police chase. Both JUCOs were barely in their 20s and from good Indian families. Both boyfriends were, of course, niggies. He says, when you're on the dark side, you'll never look at women the same. These are your future wives. Dude, I had this white girl that had this story about her dating this guy who killed a guy. And she was literally part of where, like, they found the guy hiding out with her. It's like, what the fuck? Like, bruh. And this woman was in her early 20s. Like, dude, the stuff that women get into when they're young, not all women, the stuff that women get into when they were young, dude, I had to keep a straight face when this girl was telling me this. She was like, yeah, my boyfriend. And she wasn't even from this area. She ended up dating this guy, like no business dating this guy. She literally was in the honors program at a Pac-12, former Pac-12 university, honors program. All right. She's dating this knucklehead niggy from the Midwest. She moves around this niggy, and this niggy he literally peels a man's cap and then hides in her car. And so they find the guy in her car. They arrest her and they keep her in. Her parents got to come from Arizona to come pick her and bail her out of jail. Like, what the fuck? It was a white girl too. I was like, what the hell, bro? With this low-class niggy, he shoots a guy and he goes to prison for 50 years. Like, what the hell, bro? And she's telling me this, and I'm like, bro, I can't even imagine what you was doing for this nigga. Just laid up, and he just let you, just nothing in you. It's like, what? Right? And then I'm over here just, playing the average regular dude, probably boring out of her skull. So I've heard a lot of things, and not just women on the dark side. It's women. A lot of women be doing some wild, reckless shit with pookies. They do, man. Shout out to our brother Martin, says, my wife is so jealous and trying to scandal me that I had to give her attorney all discovery and all text messages from my best friend since high school. She got 600 pages of bass playing videos basketball clips and CGA screen recordings and Thomas Sowell shorts. Lady, just let me go. Shaking my head, going through a bitter divorce. All right. And she's grabbing all of your text messages so she can see if you out here cheating on her. That's what she wanted to see. All right. But yeah, they're going to get a wake-up call with that. We also have, we're going to call you Cage. He says, on this Torture Tuesday, the main event made me think of my high school days working at Popeyes. He says, my gordita manager was cheating on Edgar with the cook in the back who was a lot older. Somehow the boyfriend found out about it and pulled up to the stove. The gordita tried to hide behind me, and I was like, wait a minute, who are you? I thought Edgar was going to skitty pop her. Crazy times. Damn, you can't even keep your Popeye gordita logo loyal out here. These hoes ain't loyal. They loyal to one thing, the money. They're loyal to the money. And Larry C says, Coach, I meant to write grit. Apologies about that. So he acknowledges my grit. That's what you said. And you said that, but I wrote grift. Right? That's me reading. But look, I got to get up out of here, man. Yeah. All right. I got to get up out of here. Shout out to y'all. I'm going to enjoy some uncooked Cinnabons the rest of the week, but we'll be back. Hey, happy birthday to my son. His birthday is tomorrow. He turns 18 officially. So I have two legal merging adults. All right. That means my fatherhood days of kids are gone. And a brother about to live his best life, the free agent lifestyle in 2026 nomad life. Watch out for me, man. We're going to be traveling around the world and All right, man. Shout out to the Coach Gang and hit the like button. Thanks for enjoying this struggle stream.
I looked at it as I have an ATM between my legs and I'm just using it. All I got to do is put my card in and that's it. And put the PIN number and boom, money just comes right out.